So whenever it says here earlier, when evening came, he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to Jacob, we now have to assume, oh, it's in the dark. Now, just think about it. Isn't this a perfect reversal? What was Jacob doing? He had hid himself. He wanted him to think that he was, in fact, the elder brother. What's going on here? She's being hidden. So, in fact, this is the elder daughter. In other words, what Jacob has had done to him is precisely what Jacob had done to Isaac. Now, part of that oral tradition goes something like this as well, is that Rachel, out of kindness to her sister Leah, actually participates in the deception of Jacob. What does that look like? So one of the oral tradition, one of the stories that goes with it is that Rachel knew what her father and sister were up to. And she told Jacob about it. And so she told Jacob, hey, they're going to deceive you. It's going to be in the dark. So I'm going to give you a certain hand signal. And then that's how you'll know that it's me. Rachel, feeling like she's betrayed her sister and she's sympathetic with her sister, teaches Leah the hand signal. So there's that trickery there. But it gets even better than that. And it ties into the Isaac story perfectly. This is why sometimes I love the oral tradition, because sometimes in these stories that they tell you, it picks up on details allusively in the narrative itself. And so one of the traditions is that when Leah is in the dark and gives him the hand signal, that Rachel, in fact, talks. Rachel talks on behalf of Leah as they're there together in the bedroom, consummating their relationship, so that he hears Rachel's voice, which is, it means it goes over and beyond kind of the deception of Isaac. So you get the blindness. But remember what Isaac's question was. The voice is the voice of Jacob. The voice is the voice of Jacob. What do we have here? It's Rachel's voice. And she steps in there and does this with Leah. Just shows kind of that whole family kind of working together, by the way, on behalf of Leah. All right. It is not done thus in our place to give the younger before the firstborn. Finish out the bridal week of this one, and we shall give you the other as well for the service you render me for still another 7 years. So he's going to get 14 years out of this, which is just fantastic. Two for the price of one. And so Jacob did, which is beautiful. He is unstoppable. What does he want? Whom does he love? He loves Rachel. Again, let me go back to that line. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed in his eyes but a few days in his love for her. He knows what he wants. He wants Rachel. And so he's willing to undergo another 7 years. Again, it's that wrestling. It's the moving of the rock. We see that strength. Now, fine, I'll undergo another 7. Just give me my Rachel. And so Jacob did. And when he finished out the bridal week of the one, he gave him Rachel, his daughter, as wife. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah, his slave girl, as her slave girl.